Hey guys, what's going on? This is Anosuke and this is Let's Play Brave Fencing Musashi. And this time, we're gonna go ahead and talk to Gem so she can give us a clue about
May I help you?
what we need to do next to find these damn ghouls. For anyone who just wants to read, you can go ahead and read, but I'll just sum it up after she talks. In order to cut down on me just, giving a blow-by-blow on what's happening. So basically, she says, "Hey, my dad likes to go to the bar. You want to talk to him? He's there around 6 o'clock." Now, normally whenever I go and talk to him, I just wait until 6 o'clock. I never even knew that kid actually existed, so hey.
Welcome. Make yourself at home.
That's cool. But unfortunately, we have to talk to him. We can't bypass him and go to what I know needs to be done next, which is talking to those two. We can't do it. He's just, Sometimes I don't like triggers in games. Anyway, they're kind of necessary, but... Anyway, that's something different. Something different. Let's go ahead and wait for the baker to show up. I go to the toy store to see if there's anything new, and there wasn't, so I just spared you that little bit of thing. So let's go ahead and take a small 30-second nap, and let's talk to this guy. Normally, the way that you find out about this guy is hearing him knocking on the door. And there's Baker Toast, and he seems to be on something. As how Ingratiating has mentioned a lot of times in the thread, and how I've failed to mention in the LP, I think. Maybe I mentioned it once. This was a bar. This guy is knocking on a bar door, trying to get in. That doesn't... I guess... Does that remind you guys of something? Because, yeah. Kinda does. This guy really likes going on about his pork chops. Yeah, like he's really trying to go after pork chops. Alright, so basically, we have to go and talk to them now at the inn, like I said. And this guy wanders off and... Just look at him! Look at... Oh! Come on, man. Really? The saddest thing is, I actually know somebody like that in real life. If you're watching this, dude, please.
Welcome. Make yourself at home.
Lay off the drink. Just do it. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk to Wanda and Macho, and they'll actually tell us what they think happened to the manager. She gives us a hint that, well, he's doing something behind the counter. Maybe you should check there. And then Macho says, "Hey! A monster came from out of the counter." There you go. And that's the hints that we get. Now we need to know that we need to go to the restaurant and do something. But before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and go back to the castle so we can actually learn something. A new technique from Clown Weenie. Yeah, we're finally going to learn what that, we're going to see that stunt that he's been going on about forever and ever. I have to say, I actually really do love to use this technique. It's just so satisfying. And I'm sorry I don't show it off in this video, but yeah. I'll try and do it next time. Anyway, here's Clown Weenie. He'll only do this stunt if you happen to have an orange in your inventory. So, we hand him the orange, he calls out sausages, and we finally get to see this stunt that he's been going on about. I could have sworn I only gave him one orange, though. But anyway, that performance actually taught us something. My favorite technique in the game, actually. Shish kebab. Grab an opponent, throw him with triangle, and then press triangle again, and you will stab them right through the... Oh my god. It's so awesome, I need to show you this. Because not only does it work as a pretty good attack, it actually works as a throw as well. A more powerful throw. So if you get that technique, use it. If you can. It does require you to be in throw range, though.
Take care on your journey.
Thanks, Ribson. We'll try. Now, I actually make a bit of a blunder here. I go to the room and actually go to rest. What I should have done was just went over to the restaurant and took a nap there. Because the ghouls only come out in between 12 and 2 o'clock in the morning. They stop coming out around, I think, 2 o'clock, yeah. Now, you can wait by there and, wait for the ghouls to come out and then run in. But after 2 o'clock, they stop coming out, and, there goes your route of getting in. See, we're going to go ahead and run over here and see what's going on. See, I'm going to go ahead and go to sleep, and no more ghouls are coming out. So you got to be here by 12. You got to be, if you want to get here the earliest, you got to be here by 12. The latest, 1:30. Because the last one I think comes out at like 2 o'clock. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go ahead and go to the mine and waste some time instead of just, standing or sleeping. I'm going to go ahead and build up a little bit of my stats. So I'll be back once I'm done with that. Okay, now that that's over, let's go ahead and talk with Hilda and see what she has to say.
Welcome. What do you need?
Now, I've already bought what I need from her, so yeah. All she wants us to do is clobber those ghouls for her. Okay. Yeah, see? Build up mind. Alright, now let's go ahead and go to sleep. Gonna wait for a couple of minutes here. 2, 1. Alright, now we have a way in. And now Musashi gives us a new message.
Where do these ugly ghouls come from? Hey, there's an opening behind the counter.
Let's go ahead and check it out.
Check it out.
If we pretend we didn't see it, we'll just run right back out. And we don't want to do that. But we get down there and... What the?
What the? This sure doesn't look like the basement of a restaurant.
You sure said it.
An empty soda pop bottle. What's this doing here?
By the way, that is not a soda pop bottle. It looked wrong to me for all these years, and I never knew why until I played the game recently. But anyway, there's a restaurant owner. Let's go ahead and talk to him and see what he has to say. Well, that's not suspicious right off the bat. Right. And now he's going to show us something. Let's see what he's got to show us. It's a door with 4 eyes. Yeah, just sit there, buddy. Yeah. Okay, so he'll stand guard by this door and let us know whenever it opens. Okay. But anyway, now that that's taken care of, let's run into this door. This door is actually kind of special to me, because this door actually has the last level in the demo for this game. Alright, now these slimes here, they're actually pretty annoying. The green ones can actually poison you, but all of them actually drop antidotes, so you don't have to worry too much about the poison. These flowers, however, are actually pretty interesting because they give us a power. And the power they give us happens to be bold. I'll show you what bold does whenever we have an opportunity to use it for real. For now, I'm just going to grind on these flowers in order to get some experience for my swords and some health. Main reason was for health, because it was kind of low coming in here. Well, not really low, but you know, I wasn't topped off. By the way, the bowling balls actually do a bit of damage, so you need to make sure you don't get hit by them. And the bowling ball flowers actually respawn, so don't stand anywhere, you know, in their bowling range for too long. Now you can do these 2 at a time if you're quick enough. Like right there, I could have actually run right up next to the flower and you wouldn't have been able to hit me. Now these cracked walls here can only be opened by the bowling balls that you actually get from these guys. Normally I stand right next to the wall so I don't have to deal with standing still and missing the wall. I don't like doing that. And plus that's 10 BP that I waste every time I do it. It's really conditional power. You don't want to have that, you know, anywhere else but, you know, in this dungeon. Now here's the same deal with the bowling balls over here, except there are holes in the floor this time. And as I said before, if you're quick enough, you can skip the last one and go straight to the side of the flower and be completely safe. Hey, body up, nice. Oh, like I said before, green ones poison you. Also, they reform. They're actually pretty annoying because you can only hit them with Lumina. And Lumina does not have a very big hurt box. And that was just rather embarrassing. You can't hit them with Fusion because they're too short. And you can't hit them with the Lumina Rotation because they're too short. It sucks. You can only hit them with Lumina. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and skip them and just go straight on. Now here's a good demonstration of what Bull can do in a straightaway. Those Vambies had absolutely no chance. Here's some arrow traps here, and we'll be seeing these more and more in this dungeon. The way to get past them is just to block in the direction they're coming from and walk over them. Just make sure that you're actually blocking in the right direction and that you have enough space to get past them once you start. Yeah, that's kind of a dick move. You have about a second and a half to react before that bowl comes down. That's why I like standing next to walls, because if I launch it, I want to be able to just move. Alright, now here's an interesting bit of, mini game that you got here. Now this setup here, we can't run across that because it's flashing red, it'll set us on fire. So, what we have to do is play a game of bowling, 10-pin bowling. Now the object is just to knock these guys down and you can continue. But, if you spend enough time and are skilled enough with the bowl power and get a strike, you actually get bonus XP, which actually leveled up Fusion for us. Now, I'm going to give you a bit of a... I'm going to tell you how long that took me. It took me 7 tries to do. Yeah, it's not something I rely on. But if you're good with bowl, go for it. Here's Mercenary Porkchops. He's actually the brother of Mercenary Meatloaf, and he has another partner named Stu. That lets me know that, well, he's got to be around here somewhere. Because anytime anyone else is mentioned in anyone else's rescue, they will be nearby. Either in the same level, or, you know, further on down the line. Alright, here's another treasure chest with an odd hat. Seems interesting. Let's go ahead and get on this platform now and go up to the next level. That pillar right there will actually spit fire at us if we stare at it. So let's just back up and use Lumina Rotation and, you know, destroy it. Now, before I go in here, let me go back and show you what that other room is. Essentially, that other room is, well, nothing. It's basically the upper level of where we rescue Porkchops. So, no, it's pot roast. That's what it... Oh my god! Oh, these puns are so horrible! But basically, run down the hallway into the hole, and then run all the way down here and jump on these platforms to get on top. Now, I kind of mess up here, but make an excellent recovery. Do not ask me how this worked, but it did. I just ran with it. I don't care. And by the way, that was the end of the demo. So yay, we now have played every single part of the demo for Brave Fencer Musashi. But we don't care about the demo because we're playing the actual game. Yeah! Anyway, here is another bowling bit here. And now I'm going to actually let you know how much I struggle with bowling. See? Straight down the center, and I get a 7-10 split. No matter if it's real life or virtual, I always manage to somehow get a 7-10 split. This is like the most annoying bowling thing ever. And there's no way to get both of them at the same time. Okay, one more I should have it. There we go. And I was actually being serious about that pot roast thing. I just got that. Years spent playing this game, and I just got that. I'm sort of slow. But anyway, here was my plan with these Vambies. I was going to use the Earth Scroll to freeze them, and the normal Lumina rotation to get them all. But I forgot that, you know, the Bencho field was right there. But anyway, we freed Stu here. Yeah, you take care of the dirty business. We get you. Okay, let's just go ahead and, okay, we'll try and take on these guys really quick. Or else that was my thought process at the time. And I was like, you know what, okay, let's show off, yeah, I don't actually show off the shish kebab like I wanted to, but that's okay, we'll do that next time. But anyway, that's it. That's the end of this room. We just hit this eye with Lumina. It opens a portal.
Was that right? Guess I'll go back and check.
That we shall. That portal will actually take us back into the center room where we met up with Manager Manic. It took me a while to figure out what Manic actually meant. Yeah, I'm just revealing all sorts of intelligence today. But anyway, we can talk with Manic and he'll let us know, hey, an eye opened! And he'll give us something. He'll give us some cake. The cake will actually restore all of our HP and BP. So yeah, healing items, really, you're only going to need them while you're in the room. So, yeah. The only things you really need to bring with you are mints, because you will get tired here. And here's a wall where we can actually use bowl, so it was in my best interest to keep it, so we can get here and, you know, not have to come back here later. And in the center chest here, if I can ever open it, it's a piece of cloth. Interesting. This one has 300 Dran. And this one contains a message that I never thought I'd see.
Man, I'm carrying too many things. Oh, what the heck. I'll use or throw something away.
Usually I'm better about my item management, but now we actually have to use something. And I'm going to use one of these mints because, one, I actually need to because I'm tired, and two, because all the other items are either healing items I don't need, healing items I can't use, or things that I have to have appraised. And we found an old sword. Yet another item that needs to be appraised. And I fell in there because, well, the camera kind of threw off my jump point. But anyway, I think that's enough for this episode today, so I'm going to split this in half and we're going to do the rest of this dungeon next time. I'm Zenosuke, and I'll see you then.